Hello? Oh, hello. Trong ring vào ơi đón về. Trong ring thấy điều lắm mồ.
Ring lâu rồi tới lại
Chứ rồi, hello. Ở đó rin tỏ sao nên thì phải trong ring lệ số lằng cho. Tiểu vợ về chín tệ.
Khi ăn ring lâu rồi.
What? Ê, lưu liên tụi con link trả lời nè.
Hello.
Trong ôi chú.
Cao nhỉ ha là chú.
Ê, chú lưu rồi.
Cái vana khi ăn ring lâu rồi.
Rồi nó tệ, tôi có nghĩ trên một số đồ. Rồi nó chuẩn ama hi azat leo. Nó đâu như số. Xem đấy. Láng nhau thật. Lặng tối anh comment lùi tôi. Hello guys.
Hello.
Muốn nó cân nhiệt rồi.
Cái sắm cái xiêm cho nó
phải luôn. Hay cái bột nái về. Bột lòng này nữa.
Nè là này làm rồi. Cái sắm
Flowers bloom across the land, and our celestial city thrives in an era of peace.
Hello. Life can set up mecha.
A ruler's work is never done. Your presence is not forgotten.
Hello. Sarchu lum thì về lum mà lo mà là lum thì ngày năm rồi. Cái vana khiêng tiếng lâu rồi. Kan khel don ami.
Khel don. Cái khát ta cái là một cái linh na. Tất bắt chúng cần linh na. Tất bắt chúng mình cần on linh chia thì hiền. Hay muốn anh ấy hay thầm này là mình lúc còn khá.
Cònรู้rồi
khá mình khá.
Cái tay khel rồi năng man.
Just no debua.
No debua with limit.
Debua no limit. What's up anh phải thấy lâu. Oh.
Anh nghe tay khel Halloween.
Ta
Tahan kay mga kakailang.
Không có, anh lâu so và anh lâu lốc tệ. Anh lâu kẹp chặt. Mình làm khăn mình lốc tệ, anh nói ạ. Anh lâu kẹp chặt khăn mình làm khá. Mình làm đâu. Nhiều ông gì không có thấu tệ.
Hay lang à.
Tiếng mày xin lỗi em thía mà mi
mình thích đi rồi đó nâng bạn cái vana khiêng
nè ông tắc
cái vana khiêng
còn tí về lại ngả mày đó xin
I have united the hearts of my people.
Adik lấy nè mi tí tán hi
What of your heart?
hey all India radio ai zol ani sunu lại lung lẹn video capture hi adik lâu sim ani hi hey hi nghe ni sim à Streamlabs ami ani hi Streamlabs hey da chok log ra cái AC cái switch lock mày ang nep ek box ya DEBUA lao thok mấy trò
lao thok rồi
anh cho khela ta hian mà sẽ cần chặt nghĩ ngay nhiều mùa nào immortal kania how trò cả đây 9694 lobby ID 9694 hay hi mùa nào anh ấy hay hi DEBUA no limita generate lobby ID tiakan enter lobby akan 09 line low 9694 rom lo itu iris versi su tungai hi listen hi tungai
listen lo ka di
host dei ro ka debu nama host pa host la chuan inlem khai mat don ya chuan generate lobby ti ka hello guys welcome to the stream 7585 mo generate ta kan ti chu le 585
7885 Mizoram tu em Mr. Baltoi
cái mà
nắng mã mốc
boosting này cả hello debut moi ngang mày mua na WEDS debut cái gì ini này nghe ngay to cái gì vậy to
Ivana Kian Kian Kling
debut no limit
đâu mà tech rõ
ôi lượng tên tiết
Moscow
mấy cháu mà về căn nệ tôn bị tiền cái chú ơi
đây để đây đâu
trắng gần
không phải đâu
rau quỳ tục
dân cái đấy là đạo về đi
trắng gần
thôi không phải đâu
ai nghe trong gọi đi tụm ngồi cái bền đôn muốn à
gọn cái gì là win năm đâu dân cái đó thì dân
ai có mít nè có mít đủ rồi
cái bền đôn thì mà bền
one
quân lắm đâu
alo ông có tên tung kiếm rồi
cái bền
nhưng mà
đôn
có chất đó là muốn
có tên tung kiếm này
cái bền đôn ai đủ
anh lâu
anh lâu
biết
đây bay uranu sa đấy rồi uranu sa
anh đứa
thôi lên muộn thôi
các con ta lồm đây là một
cái trắng gần lâu
đây là một khu jungle kia rồi
jungle cái này lâu có tí tổ kha
jungle mấy rồi
ít đủ lệ nó mà hát jungle ạ chân pui nền
khối
trắng gần lắm cái trắng gần mấy anh thì anh được
ô cái sân này trên là
cả khu Franti lệ tức to
khá thôi tân nhia hi mi
yêu sân bạc mang thêm nó nhiều
anh gì đó chốn à
anh đâu
yêu sân bạc cái băng chiêm bao nhiêu á
hoàn
yêu sân chắc thế Staff nest thầy về
cái mấy chuyện mà có lạc tệ
nó hành bánh chinh không thật tên thì hey đi khá hiểu là bánh chinh ấy
không mấy rồi đâu
mấy chuyện đi dùng ai mới lại này
kẻ là rồi đâu mấy đâu
kiến tạ đi con chuyện đâu gì
nghe cái lạc không nghe
bazar tiền
không chịu đấy nghe các bạn có yếu tố của mình đi chất này đó thì chất này là chất này nghe bây giờ các bạn có gì
fan hết rồi bánh chinh mấy có tiền ngò
thấy rất rõ anh em nghe
mà sụp ra như
chắc cái gì đã gặp được tập rồi
cái linh đón nó rất bị chặt đó
anh nghe cảm ơn đôi ta cái bạn
hey
family or destiny.
yêu sân vua là gì vậy nào này yêu sân vua rồi yêu sân chia rồi
mít đây là hay văn chuyên
à bạc dòng anh gol lên cái nó
Let my bullets be the nails in your coffin.
thế là
phân phát cái thế là mấy giờ làm dụng cái rồi không nào cả cái gì cái gì
đầm đói mình có đầm đói
bố chết bố được nhỉ khẩu kệ xin là
nhiều mấy nó đi start bắt đầu một con ini kapit pe dong pe Valentina karon to càng đây rồi
I can cure the pain. I harness it.
hey
hey ông siêu khát ai để đó hey ông các con thua
in lu chu Allen Belmont le
what you
nó có lọc tệ
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
ông chú nói về động chơi để bu
All troops deployed!
tại sao
Initiate retreat!
cái đánh cái
Acceleta. Epo ara chede yon pan ha thak tak a. Song chilling call le sekle. Oh guys.
By taking them down with their I make them.
Mới chặt em.
Once again, stepping into the light.
Mua na chặt vị lâu như tu guys. Mua na ye chặt lâu cấp này. Tu cái chinh hal ka. Để bụi chinh hal lo. Ấy nó về mì mấy lo.
thiết đều lúc tục cũng phải
Em ấy alternate don't voices. Oh, a big big mà sẽ. Over the riết tu. Nice. Iron defense. Woo!
Put iron defense.
Put iron defense, man. What the fuck, man?
Ê, nó mà thấy không?
Nó một tay nào man? Ôi nal tục giống chẳng em mel spa. Nó còn vâng lại khá guys man, khi lệ tốt khá nhiều.
Mình nó tốt khó rồi.
Mình tốt tới để bùa rồi.
Ôi, mới lòng
We are all
Ê, lần mình lia rồi mà na.
one way or another.
À tình để sám sám cả phun chiu. Các bạn ngủ lại. Mấy xà là đánh trở về chứ tệ.
Bắt tổ.
Mình sẽ ăn lạc cả tụi mà các bạn ăn lâu này. Chỉ số là tết thổ ai gì? Tặc lâu ấy.
Lâu ấy, tôi hỏi gì?
Kỳ lệ.
Cái rồi phải là tôi bắt nó ngoài thì
Kỳ gọi ta thích ngạn chẳng có nghe là sang nghe kỳ. Mẹ nó chạy lúc tục các kê đi rất là rồi không ai cả. Ô khả bó phán sốc xếp chật chật gà dù xuân tới rồi epic khẩu mặn chi nì à.
hảo á. Hey, 1v1 đầu thi sự.
Chú chuyện nghe đâu thì à.
À thi về thấu là thế nào?
1v1 mình lộc à.
1v1 đó là bắt sự.
Đâu thì
Cốt đang lên đâu nhỉ?
Tập lâu thiên cần lâu như thế thì. Ôi, nó lại được rồi. Khả đi kêu sẵn tí về hai phần chú bắp bó lạc thể lệ này.
Bắn thật cho nó ăn mấy đồ chuyện. Trong cả đừng thật đâu đấy.
Ê, thả thế. Click về ngay lên em, chứ tủ riêng sao thì ra. Đỉnh thì thấy em hơn chưa. Thả mình tập push để ngạc chắn tắt đó. Mình chế lúc rong sang nghe. Ôi. Lúc liền phải thì phải đón một cái tiếng nghe rằng gùn lâu là bé à. Ngay nam lâu. Ít hạc lúc ạ. Căn taret ăn xôi xa.
Cái độ sẽ hầu. Nó chiếm cọc đó nhé.
Cái độ sẽ hầu ế với thì. Ồ, mình thật đâu.
Tài sát cái thịt mà nó. Đó, cái thật đấy rồi. Ăn đặc lộn tụi mình
The enemy has slain the turtle.
Chẳng cả dòng dọn là vách đòn như sẵn hại Paritia.
Nhưng mà tôi không làm mấy mình chê. Rú hầu tục tụi tôi nói rồi.
Ngay khu bà đang bỏ lâu cả rồi. Hại Paritia cái chụp bê lâu cái chưa à?
Chút tiền con đi thi đủ cho đầy rồi sẽ. Pero, đi thi đủ cho đầy rồi.
Chẳng dễ nghe. Iskin là chinh ế mà nị ca. Chắc ngày nào nữa
đấy. Cái đừng lệ mít lên như mì.
Phết tổ đó tụ DEBUA sốc London. Nó liền ba nghe cả lên phạm tử nó bây giờ là hey cần Paul và đăng xuân cái base Britain lệ tổ BT. Lệ làm Paul là cái đồng sẽ khá lệ.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Phải chỉ đồn sắp đi lại mấy căn để chung đi.
Thả về thế chứ cả.
Thả về thế chứ. sebulan ni.
By taking them down.
Lang debu gitu om ni ni lah sekian. Ni letnya tak lagi. Lấy chặt lấy.
Stands against
Ranger athar ki for respect de. Toba minit nga. Cái cara này em cái gì?
Này. Ôi sao sao cái
Mà đang được mấy gì đó rồi. À, next để vậy chân.
everything.
nó muốn nó phải đi rồi.
Ồ jungle liu là mình jungle tiêu.
Nó còn là trong cả cái gì à.
Kalau jungle là mình tìm ra. Kalau jungle là cái gì à? Cái gì?
Thì đầu chỉ cái mấy chẳng ai cái gì à.
Oh, cái mấy chẳng ai. Tua al tikui. Để phải cái tikron áp đây. À và này khai cái tikron khai cái tập nghĩa đó ạ. Ranger.
Đấy mà nó không phải rồi.
Iya sana nih itu ya, apa itu nih sana yang baik. Hak untuk, dia apa itu praten tiga. Oh, mana patience be, ajak be, ajak itu mana sesuatu.
Sekarang về lúc tụi con nhiều.
Aku lagi lau main ni, betul orang về tu.
Lúc tụi ô.
Cái cái này là về bên em mình sẽ thay lại của Praga fight về mu mình tor với khát nó là rồi ăn về đấy.
Về cho nó thì về cho nó
ngô. Praga thả thế này solo.
Cái dụ ra thì nó là có bộ cắn dụ.
Ihau sắp khéo ra thì kan.
Là về tao nghe ăn được nó lại đó. Ăn biết lên
Why says for cái 1v1 ngâm chút cả ngâm cái này kéo đòn đầu nào rồi.
À, thì他得吃那个，那个
sắp luôn rồi.
À thì chuông nó ăn nó xuống lên rồi kìa.
Xuống ngay ông tới đó nặt lâu ấy, cô nào nó thấy gì?
mình sẽ chết rồi.
Or the betrayer.
À cái là đòn nào. Nó có tép về hay sống lâu tục à. Không bao giờ click cái này đâu mà
sao mấy thầy
cục sao mà. Này solo. Muna alt name. Muna let's go. Quay xe xịt thật đó. Tro. So cupa pa ho click cái này lâu nhiều. Tro to. Mày đâu có tệ. À về mày mẹ.
về cái thùng chắc mấy nhỉ.
Đi đâu em lúc đó.
Phải lâu hơn thì đấy xíu.
Chính thế. Châu bắt tỏ. Em play safe rồi cắt đấy.
Ok captain rồi, ok captain.
Ok boss rồi. Cú phara na hi. Cái cara này đâu nè.
Anh ném kém nha.
Cắt rồi phải lấy ném. Debu flicker mấy rồi. Ôi mane chặt luôn tục. Muốn à, thả tụi nó đã tấp khá rồi. À môi luôn tục. Bà sẽ chẳng ngay push về cái nhau cái này. À cái này để hôm nào gắn tiền rồi. Quay xe sẽ gắn sóc sắp đâu nữa mà. Kim lưu là đấy rồi.
Cho nên là mình
Right, but đang khi đó chiang lực rồi. Debu alt này để bắt đầu. Alt này cho nên mình sẽ ta ra alt cái là ôi ha, cái mà rồi mình flip alt để ta. An over là tụi mình flip pop giờ kufra này hiền. Alt cái là khiến cái sốc sẽ thầm giờ là Ariluna nhỉ.
Ôi, cô ở tụ. Unload. Nó luôn.
bắt đầu tới này luôn.
Nhiều thế lệ to rồi.
And envy begets betrayal.
Về luôn về mấy là. Cái gì rất là tôi mong ai sao.
Lấy kiếm mà không nhớ không?
Lấy kiếm sao cắt chuyện phá này.
I join, I win.
Lấy kiếm top thì cái chỗ cái mà nó cắn khéo chạy đi lấy kiếm cái điều đó. Top.
Ý con kia gần lần
Một cái hồn xuống thôi.
Quay xe sao. Mình sẽ ra cái cái này nhẹ là một cái đông thì chụp vẫn này là sẽ hậu ấy. Rồi. Ô thả thế, những chặt cuối cùng quay xe. Nè, ăn chế, mấy cái tiền nó là bị chết. Misitara al kaduri ron lang se abir don yo misitara ron al tu don ki kal don guys in the game misi oh nemen kan zone ke to among ko to ba ta chang ve la thi le zone sang e khai mak thelo to fight su oi ha ni nan chou kita dan khu fra lo khu fra ta ka do khu fra mua lại phải chắc bà sẽ khủng ra cái chữ ít từ money đó mà pha lâu thi tấp rồi bia sara khan lâu thi về tấp rồi khá đấy cái ấy sao mà mình 60 em tu tao war po kan la thei na ge kan poli kan thei ngot don mi tha le phot an ngai lo ko fra click kar nei lo hei aron jong lu a tha ai ka al te su phara a ba kha tu sang thei to ri lo o guys
tiếng nghe khô
giặc lô tục môi lô tục với quỷ ma rồi chui thít lắm mày những thằng chui này để tung ai rồi ra ê vắt thì vắt xuống phía sau này có áp bộ lùm châu nghe anh thiếu cách đòn cái thằng này đi quậy khác cần chặt lâu đừng có đòn lồm khát kia vắt thì vắt ngay này nè flicker nè nó còn cần chặt lâu đừng có lồm minion sẽ lắp piang don đầu duy văn chinh tất cả vắt hậu ê vắt tí vắt ngay lầu cắt tí kha rep lộc kha rep chả phết gốc cứ cắt tiền phải ngay lên em khá muốn là chết ago MVP still vào cái gì cả biar sering ini lah cái mà cái hai perton muốn là gold na cái hàng chết nang anh ni don rom ni rom XP đã về la XP don chuan anh mấy đã lâu hi hay nang gần lại gold tên hi đã
XP cái lâu đã quên chơi phải gold XP đã rồi gold XP đã rồi
cho nang lại cần pin chốt chặt khop mẹ
lên nóc to là nghe thằng khó
vui rap ai ta cái
lên nóc to là cần nghe thằng khó
bao còn hả
anh tôi sẽ cái tông đó
văn thiếm lâu tật thế rồi thì cái dùng tết phải là tí sao
đồng khét về laอยู่เลย
yêu sầu vai khara phần lâu anh stomach cả ôi là lâu nị cả đến từ
chết lắm anh nhìn luôn
stomach phụ anh này
stomach cho xin
cái mình rất to cái đòi ấy
thế rồi chậm lại luôn sôi lâu chiên lâu lần chiên tụ chậm bol cho
lăng chiên cuồng
cần bol e-sport
thế rồi có rất
phèn to đấy thì liệt mấy đôi chúng tôi dân live cả tỉ ra đào mấy đôi các con hàng này
lâm mà nó có Halloween một tuần live cả tỉ ra đào tụi
mình nhé có gì phim khai ô
beng cheng
alum lực tổ
mình cũng ổn định thế có phun về bị đâu chứ ấy thế có ổn định bà ra
đang mà chứ lòng chèm chứ
bà ra
chèm tiền này offer chút tiền ấy đủ rồi
comment cheer tụ mía lâu lẹ nghe lâm một comment cheer về chuyện chơi
lâu đấy à
khá tay nên rồi
các mục phạt cái rồi gạo la in comment khá
kia các chuyện rồi lòng chú cần share chơi
in comment kalau tukar comment phải được
dần đấy lại ăn đòn gì thì
tay kiếm lu ngay nam lu cái tên về ngay thì kha hati chana al habibi an chata in o ole rồi Halloween khel vek bula
zanga theo mi
zanga theo o
zanga theo này rồi
zanga theo này là rồi cần chắc là có phải khé khát rồi
mail langin zanga mail langin zanga yang kita ni kan ber discount omega Diwali discount na
aspirant tahan zani somin voi thung spin zo te ai
dua kan spin kan dua mai kan spin nga
zani na ka download
kan len le to
oh kai thak don
thai lo
XP ka tu ti ni pa
Please
ne
ban a
ti
hero.
om mai mi nu te om mem len palo mi lan mo na ti dan sin ni ka ku fry ka ben don
in comment ka share follow
ai ka pol pai na mang thai
orang comment mai da uru
luka ta be ni da
pai ro
wow STN ti le top to ai juson one TikTok ti ni lang torin te ben ro Uranus Uranus
kada send messages ini toning XP ka rin am lag ve pani
temper se kan du law
ki temper tu ni le ti kan da zanga thau mel lang zanga mel lang in sang khat
ni ka ben don soi vat ta chau
kan XP hian nge man do yu song nge man do la pu
yu song ko hang du lo
la pu ben do
pe la pu ka ma
nge one te be na kan first pick kan hi net ek pa du
mong pe lo kon mo
ko yu song chu so che
I must go for the first pick time
mai lo
so 94
yu song nge tigen what ma ma chon kai na nei lo le ge ba pakhat din ba bar lu ma ngai thing ha la nei so ma chong kai na nei lo to
society ro nge yan
farm
Valor and royalty in a dead body.
ni chon tem par ka pet to don lo cho ti usha ro ba da sar ati ta we
I shall sweep away all evil.
jang ka ting kor kan thel du hle ne
dal de bua tem par ben
pero mal ko ben ro
ka tel
apa kan lu
kayan cherang ka iphone kan
Leo ma tale lens tan la ko guys the Moscow for ngai don
Vengeance on what is left.
mai ni to na je
ki ta chu
mình sẽ tạo ra tỷ về thế còn nhé
ni ta nge ro ali amar sa ko
ni si tha rai ro no
min chi ben ro ni nam
ben lo
chắc ngày hit đi về sẽ lên
I love the smell of
Cũng nghe mày.
gunpowder in the
Please
morning.
pick a hero.
that's right
lúc đó
In the starry night.
để tổ
thì có cái vấn
Shadow of obscurity.
cái cho ba cái nó mà nó mình xem qua cái quy ngay đầu kick ru thì
mấy chuyện là có thể quy có phải là chú robot còn chú con
Nya,
cặp hết chặt tôi đi
lần muốn là ca asi
Prepare
i
a
sem
different way of death for everyone.
à tuổi em
In
Messi i sanga
in comment đó là tôi còn comment này đâu cả chuyện phải lo
ai xiang
bây giờ lung này mới ta chung quá anh không sâu dễ đó
Hanabi check don ya
hal nabu
Hanabi jo har lo
hal nabu
ang lo laro spin ha laro i check kasi ya
spring kanin ako'y tayo hanabi spring lagin
es photo
first pick layla at yan liyo mo ta pick de kuku dot mga ni report ko kanay vevek katin tayo siya ahaw
i si jo
ay layro na som keng ka hong kain hong don lo ko ru te kan lai si gon ko na ti ni ko pon
Ang ko yang
Enemy reaches the battlefield.
temper karon ko temper
iPhone pakhat chau min pek don chuan yanon ko nga le usa ro ba ta sa tiang
atira sok
game ai chuan sky tier sa hi lei em da kan saran ai advance set advance angai chirlo
chiếm là quá chiếm là
aku man them
kan zun ti chala pe
ăn
dan
miếng
e
to
bo ha da sar nyo
nó bị bật em mang cái hero bol lên đi rồi
Light me down.
อันเบาเวเนียนมิดอันเบาเวเนียนจังเอฮีเอฟเกมยาอินสไปร์ละอันละรอนลังเนี่ยเราอันนี้เป็นสเต็งเราก็เตะเนี่ยเราเนี่ยกันรอมาได้ปุ่นฟาร์มเกมเราก็เอฟเกมอีกจังเอไปเนี่ยผมตักเอาเฮ้ย
Keren ini beda cuharo nih.
Oh,
Keren ini beda cuharo nih. Boleh. Atau itu dong kan ini.
Higher features,
ini kau ini nak tiar ni.
but also my weapon.
Kan yang lo tong nanti bang keng bang lom.
Aegis ni nampak
Ini
kalau
lagi coba.
itu ni lau ni. Apa sih lah bel? Kan dia sentuh. Ku kita lau ni ku aku per lau tawar. Inspire ni kak tak cek ku son. Lau kau inspire ni. Aki ni selalu tingkap kah. Lihat yang hal bang saya lalu mana. Ini sana itu ni orang ni. Lek tu mana lek? Buat apa ini? Kecil, kecil fine ni lau mi.
Bang tolong sini.
Bên dưới sala này mà nỉ lệ, có phần coi thật mang thế này to lắm.
My blade goes where suffering.
Được rồi.
Cái này chết thì phải. Sorry.
Pull up. It's fine. It is fine.
It's well with my soul.
Chút tiếng anh chú ở dưới lầu.
Is harder than
It's yang fun. Al Nabi Unana. I put my heart in so Havani Unana. Mana landslot? Mana landslot itu kahaya buksai nangam Kapai kap ni. Ini
my blade goes where suffering.
avar ka moi berarti ya.
Jangan sabak.
Landslot ablu khoi me kan ya lom lo khoi change om ma se. Ai tai kam moi. Man to ke. Nè,
Rồi bắt áo.
sao cái
Ini kecoba.
cái bị tổ là what tiếng what thì
Ini kecoba loh. Kamu
Kita berat yang mana itu loh. Ah, lo kia rồi luôn.
ta clear đó nó luôn xe đó cái này tổ là huy ta rất chung à lục tiên mình tum mì cắt lăng lầu tóc bằng sợi ai à cắt lăng lầu ăn cắt hoa lên cắt đấy đòn
Alik lagu lain thỉnh chuan lagu được.
buồn cha chứ
Chú à, tăng lỗ rồi chứ.
lăng lầu tóc rồi mình tin cả
Nó bảo nghe phải đâu.
Bị là biết.
Có đi làm chú chuẩn đi tinh tư duy về chú luôn. Nó rồi.
Tăng rồi xe lên sân phòng.
Khá là cái report thằng này.
sẽ tụi em
Kan itu.
là áo thùng luôn tụi cái anh Winter ngal chấm mày
I came to lay the evil bear.
cái gì special này lâu xe tuần xe tung ngang mày vâng mày
Karena bị chửi gì.
anh lên số caron là bốn về đâu mày caron thật lên ngal đâu mày để không lang chôn
The deepest
Ayan, ikaw bunga hiti ikaw bunga what you doing?
อารมณ์เพียงเชียร์จริงๆทันที
Hey tao không thấy tổ khanh chỉ lại con thăm hồ đây thăm chính thăm mình
เสียเราที่ว่าขัดก็ทำอะไรไม่เป็นไรก็จะลงไป
นี่ไม่มีเหตุปิดเปต่างรถฟิกไล่ดูเลยถ้าทางกันเราปิดเร็วตาตุ่นจุกันไปเวลาไม่ต้องมีโอ้แล้วเดี๋ยวบัวสักคนน่าสกเก The horse
อาจารย์เช่นอะไรมัน
เฮ้ฟรันโซค่ะเดี๋ยวกิลสันเฮ้ยเอ็งตีอากันกิลสันนี่คงเอ็งทิ้งตีตานี่บูสันพวกนั้นมิดตั้งโดนเนี่ยก้าวบัวก็มิดแมน what the fuck man
ตั้งใจไม่ใช่ครับ
ใส่กับพลังงาน
ตั้งใจเนี่ยตั้งใจ
แต่งพลังงาน
ตั้งใจแล้วจี
มิตรจะเอ้ยจะพูดที่
ตั้งเท่าหรอ
ตั้งมาสักทีเราจะตั้งตั้งก็เช่าเลยตกปกติขึ้นเลยต่อ
ตั้งแหละจบ
นอกไม่เอาที่ก็เลยเจ็บตลอดลูกทางมิตรสมเป็นแล้วไป
กันไหนเจ็บจริงเลย
แล้วก็ดีเซ็กก็ดีสมเป็นแล้วไปดู
โอ้เดบัวเป็นที่ฝ่ายเฉลยกันมูเวกอับลุมเวกเสร็จตัวมาเสร็จตัว
ไม่ใช่ตัวผมบอกได้หรอ
ผมจูหลังเชโล
ผมบอกได้
หลังเชโล
ขาเล่นเสร็จแล้วผมเจ๊ต้องไอ้พวกกันก็เราไม่
หลังท้ายสีนี้
นัดตัวนัดสีนี่ที่ตัวก็
ผมจะชิม
I plummet into the deepest darkness.
มันน่าดีขนาดกาบมันเด็กเป็นโอ้ว่าเอดีมาเด็กอันนั้นสุดราคาไอ้หลับปากเลยแล้ว
บันเจ็บบันต้นเจ็บ
บันต้นเจ็บเด่นเลยจักตัวตึก
กระจับต่อแล้วตื้อมีกระเทียมตัดกระลังมาบางคนมีเสียงกระทัด
เนี่ยแล้วเมสซ่าตัดต้นนี้ก็เรียบไป
อันเฟรนก็การเดินลุกแล้วใช่ไหม
เมสซ่าตัดต้นนี้ก็
แล้วใช่ไหมเฟรน
ฮันนี่จะโกลคุ้มกับตัวมา
ใช่ไหมเฟรนก็การเดินลุกนี่เสียไปอันฟิสเนี่ย
น้องเขาได้จะมาเต้นหนึ่งที
เสียไปฟิสตัวโลมจู่อาเซนติบัมโดนฟิลที่นี่เชื่อรับสุบอร์ไม่กันที
ขี้สวยเฉาเลยตัวขี้แต่ป้าบ้านหมดโป๊ะแต่ทำขนมเบย์
ฟ้าสมังสวย
เลนส์มองเสียไหนโดนนะไปแล้ว
ที่ทิ้งแต่มันแล้วไหนแล้ววะมันเสียรุมเราเจ้าไหนตัวไหนเลยเจ็บตรงโอ้กันหลังเวลาเขาเจนจะฟรีนั้นคอยจะได้สิ่งว่ากันหลังไม่รู้ที่กันนั้นช่วงเล็กไม่รู้ค่ะที่มังฮัลตัวมาเสียว่ากันหลังนั่นเด้อเอาไปแล้วชิมแล้วกับที่เราโดนน้องอ่ะโอ้ลูกดอกมูน่าเฮ้apa nak be?
Wih, tidak itu.
Oh, Gilson thật rồi. Ta có thả thể Gilson. Để bụi trâu lòng. Nè, cái
quá. Đó này má về sẵn rồi.
Nó lụt về liền ngon thế cô. Nó còn thấy đâu vậy ô. Cái mà khá lo mà tira ka al pe la wa chẳng nghe ka al te lo thả ka ta ma.
La wa thả mấy cái ringa. Karon al chau pe la.
Lót thể big la wa. Tập yang hal don.
Sa kun so ma ka al pe thei.
Ken khara apo ko dem. An lap man anga first lord don sia.
Nó mì lên sốt chín nhỉ, để cho nghe
đi.
Nice, LALMUANA, nice. Oh, you got a
in là bốn vẻ đâu mi skin các sal rồi thiam lol lâu cái đèn tí về ít pi ẹt đen anh chú
suka betul tak
win of nature tele gay the gay item ni ke kamu lah dulu keron lah kawan kan ini keron lah kamu kesasum
sekolah lah sakit pok korok
ini bom darvik lah
sebom pok korok
ini met buat tu met fisik lo
kopi ini korok sebab
ni sena dah met le tam tam
pok korok kopi
bisa culo lo
kupa lo
kupa len kupa
ngam tuan kamu tu nang mari cepat di buah kamu apa ya cing oh baik lah
kan ko all tan nei lo kha thatila muna tang la pancap
mua đèn cho nghe đến lỗ ngày năm mình ném cháu trẹp Fasto cái này ngày cái này chip khi text speed nó build
text speed cho time
chắc nó thì chuan
cắt chặt ha rồi có thầy lên em
clip cả sáu món rồi
thầy có lên em chút tiền
into the deepest darkness.
nó to đi chết chuột nó mà tên nó làm gì à
Lord này Lord one dollar tu kan sak lau tu
bot tak kalau kita nggak ada lah
kata ni kha
itu aneh nanti dia ini kamu
arti kha
I captured the evil bear.
Marming itu tuan lek kasih teh ini betul teh
avan van này á liền chỗ nói immortal thì cái này mình đang xin register lâu mi van này á cả chỗ cái này rất tục mình chắc lâu đúng không đón như cả còn thô để tổ immortal cái này mình đang xin phát tập về
anh mà nói cái này
này defend phải đón nó 5 seconds he hold no nghe ngay minute cover một minute ka ôi kan thôไปkan pol ya debu rom toro ro maran chiếm đầu thấy này bùi thắt anh man xịt thấy vóc xí đâu
đấy lắm
em mua này gì lắm
kan ti ve sep to si le ti ek de cái gì chứ thế kan ti ve
kan pol đây rồi
anh rom
immortal lan về gì à
mình to
coi rom khada ta che à hẳn muang với phone chu vùng che to đấy rồi
rom này experience nào nghe khôi tặng nó tặng
à phải khăn đã là mấy đồng nào
khói rom này gọi tạo về về là mấy bạn vẫn chẳng nghe rom
jungle gan chang nang miang lo hau
chẳng cả tạo chứ
pakhat chia dai na chan thei le ne rom kha pa hi da kher ngai lo
mà chẳng cần để gọi cần đó
thì han star ro rom te tu à voi khati da to i rom nga char ngai ma da kan nam lo match 2 win 0 loss 2 khat ke camera remind sexu kan lo sang nan du le ei voi thum spin tur bo zani so man hi với khát chọc gần spin ang kam pathumin muna ikut up muyam
các cô tập mới được rồi
kema opening ania kema dead eye spectre 14 day ka dong e one come he to one spin da ada ilau kha chu
tim ala thek le rim pui kuta mui lo ka kuta mui
mui yan đó
emote phải muôn na về khát ti ha ti kira ga ching thei đi tu ikut zoom punya cingro pusi mua nó chút cái cô skin là tông đi với thùng na nị bị vắng cả à với sớm nó chiên gì vậy với khát na ăn đầy tổ lâu tại mình ăn này phải với thùng chia spin apple
Aku tak mui ber.
ai muốn phá speed
Jungle juga tak.
lâu mang dầu ngal về cái làm này
Jungle juga dia.
quăng dầu phá cái gì đó
jungle lệ đúng mì
Your team
Ai,
has been
nó bị lâu yêu ra na cho mình
ai one one
one
support
Jangan dia tekan ben.
cái chỗ Virgin như chỗ cái lão lo ấy biển rồi như na sẵn first pick là anh cần pick đó này cần fall ôi
Mà thấu thì ben ama thấu ở phong thủy này dia.
match nhà với thì cần chặt lâu hà luôn cần fall cần thô về thế
The enemy is picking.
Dal ND choi nei ko ma mi a min som ve ta che.
sống lâu không chắc
cái power access cái đông thầy lâu
Oasis ka dong tai no ju hoi nam.
áp chiết này
Kan ni ngani a pa skin ka.
thì đâu
cái phá để bạn phải phá ra thì cùng với nghe skin nó phía mình để nào chi
nhưng mà follow thấu rồi
True love is like blood.
Your team is picking.
anh chắc nên dụ anh chắc nên dụ
anh lâu khu pha tay mang về chứ em im hẳn chiếm chiêu không mang rồi
nó lỗi gì mới cũng bao nhiêu
rồi fake làแต่พอผมรัก
cái mình sẽ hiểu không được không
จีเด็ดคลัดดูมั่งเลยดู
Ka doi kan sala wa.
มอสโกฟังตีเร่งเหล่าละจักเดาเต็มมังเวล่ะฟาร์มเนี่ยเนี่ยจักเราเอ็มค่ะเร่งจักตะปิกล่ะ
The choice I believe in truth this world desperately needs.
Come on, be just kan lang pang.
ยืนส่งเต้นเลย
time and tide wait for
นี่
no
ง่าย
enemy
ค่ะ
is
นี่
pinned
กำลัง
or
จิ้ม
girl.
เหล่า
Luka tam lom le ni ka. He ho luka te achak nem. Oh, le lam tong ko se chak.
You are the best partners in the world.
อุตส่าห์โรบาตันปิเก
Ko po ni tap.
อีเดทาลีก็ไปอีกแล้วนี่
Ko chak pe.
Let's go.
Your team is picking.
Sa kan lau in kam ang ai let tap.
ลุยขับปิกรอชัดชัดชัดนี่กติตาไหนแล้วมันเลยก
And
ติตา
seek
จักรสิน
your path.
Kita al ta ki to ke to lo. Tu chung lu tu man dang ke to lo.
ชิงสุดพูลเนี่ยนะที่เวรับตัวดันจีนตัวเรา กินถ่ายปาร์เอสเตสถ่ายปาร์เตติเจียวก็รวมจุดเดียว
เลยการสิว่า este จะว่าหายไปแล้ว
ดักเจี๊ย
หวานนะจีปอนกันจับเทแล้วนี่
Le lam pang po lai no huna
เป็
ina
นเรา
no
วิ่ง
to
กิน
nia.
มันโจรไหมงง
Ka chak thei sin la.
ลิลปี
Lil pip pip ba.
ริลปีปีปะ
Mi rin nom. Lil pip pip ba mi rin nom. Mi som ta na rin.
มีสมตานาปีปี ขัดยังรำพิวพิวกันเอาสตาร์ไล่กระโดดตัวเดียวละบุญ
Kurang
Smash them.
kan ho nai chak chak ka chak ka lom le ma ta ke ko to ni chak
ชอบเทลตัว
kan to me le thei sin na
มาเจอเราเนี่ย
Wherever the wind
yo ma ta le ta ne ta te ka ta ni na to te na thia
โนอัลคาร์ตัวเราอัตตั้งกายเราเวรอุลตัวขัดเป็นขบดอมิเนตตัวตัวนี้สับ
stay
เว
humble.
รตัวนี้เรามา
จีสังหารเดี๋ยวนะ
เอ้ยริสเลจิสโลอับสิเลย
ka te ha ka tak khanin kan ka khanan le jo kan ma ni
โอ้
kan ka lo khan u
โอ้
Be decisive.
สิ่งนี้เลยนะมาตัว
chau ve ka to enge mo di kan le ya mo ti kan le lo ma se yang yo ko te do so ate
and homeland.
kan chang do na u te la de first second na se
easy về giúp nè mình thích nè các bạn blue đó xin lộc các thêm football mấy mấy nhiều
ให้โป๊ะแต่เชื่อไหม
football là khả năng football là
ช้อง
à là dấu màn đòn ở đâu bắn sao về thấu lui bắn người rồi anh hải para khi bắt phát tan bốc
ให้โป๊ะมาที่ขณะที่เราเลยก็ชนเอ้ยกันมันรู้อะไรกันงำเราลุกเรื่องของเขาหลังชุดไปต่อเราไม่เดิมก็จะแบบ โอ้ทำไมอีกคนจะกระโดดมาต่อ
to dùng alternate cho nó học xuống tốt thế các bạn put thật đấy đây thì lang rồi
ที่กับห้องอยู่ว่าอย่างเด็ดไหมครับที่จะชุดกันไหนแบบนี่มีคนทำมีชุดก็ชี้สุดแล้วว่า
นี่กันเลยเขาบ้าโซ่เป็นโลเนี่ยย้อนนี่เราฮิตมานาวันไหนปีราบทักเดี๋ยวโซ่เราโหมีเราว่าอ๋อเยอะสักกันไหนเนี่ยบ่อยđây là bộ lực lượng này đâu nhỉ bộ cả dầm là đây là bộ thả lên hạt thế tại nó có đâu trì đòn nó còn ô và mà đâu mua rồi đây đâu đây không ở tờ lăng tờ mấy này ở ta có bị bắt đầu lui khá suy đâu cho tao nói gì ở đâu tụi bọn chỉ còn này
có suy chỗ đâu có đến tổng cái gì này đâu
dây về đi thả tăng luôn
nó chụp dây về đấy
đã push up cái đồng đó nó này
nó sốc cái đồng cái đó
Duty, honor.
Mới tăng phui đó là một thủ.
True warrior never backs down from a fight.
Lão cái xe.
Your team destroyed a turret.
Cần dominate để tối em hiểu, thôi rồi đâu.
Em muốn xem không?
Only by facing the enemy, one knows his true self.
Đây là các flicker là này lâu rất mấy thế. Này có mấy thể một phần riêng rồi.
Stay loyal.
spree.
ก่อนหรือกันไหนของเรากับมั่งเลย
If you can predict the enemy's
Wow.
move,
เดี๋ยวเราไปน้ำมันชี
Lang đấy rồi.
I go wherever the wind is.
โคตรเกิดแต่ก็ต้องเฮ็ดลูกเลยครับตัดไปดอกสุด
Đây giờ là có lẽ đó nè. Tar tal don chiang sa bol kan china blue lama hanga kala.
My
Tar
reputation
tal
is
don
on my
bol in the how to.
จะได้น่าอัลซับ
Enemy has
เขา
slain.
เอ๊ะไม่อยู่ในโซ่เนี่ยแล้วก็แต่ครับนี่หนาที่ผมนะ
Tar tal da bro.
defeated.
Your team destroyed a turret.
Duty, honor, and
Oh mà vâng vâng là tu.
warrior never backs down from a fight.
ตบเฮ้ยยิงห้าแปดถิ่นแล้ว
anh cháu chọc dễ là khi
ใกล้ตัวถิ่นละโอ้หลัง
Only by facing the enemy
Request
one
đi
know
cấp cái
his
gì
true
mấy sẽ
self.
muốn ông không rất
thật sàng đó dây đủ lại thọc rồi đủ chọc ăn thọc rồi sáng để lòng chưa anh xưa đây chẳng rộng chuyện với lo mình sụt ra
จะต้องฆ่าเจียงไม่เหรอ
Việt mấy đâu thật sự.
Our victory will be decisive. I go wherever the wind is.
Push miệng của tay. Chân về ta xa xa.
A good
คุณ
army
เราโดนโดนคือแต่ที่น้อง
like water.
Là bây giờ sẽ oh 1 2 3. Anh là lúc tục bật vui.
Your team destroyed a turret.
I go
Các bạn này
wherever
thế này rồi gì vậy sao?
โดนเดียวตัว
Mình lát
พวกเรา
โอเคกระอูบลูตัวเดียวแค่มาฟูอยู่ตัวเดียว
cạo nói luôn không
สั่งแล้วเราไม่ได้ทำอะไรเลย
Team destroyed a turret.
à lúc ca đang chặt là lão lúc tục hay đánh lột áp đi ha chúng ta đây.
ô cái đấy sửa lại
predict the enemy's move.
Chứ mấy chuyện dùng là nghe. Chúng tục cái
đâu ấy
Yo tro popo đi.
sửa lại sửa cho nó
Anh nó lâu. Phụ lẽ rách đôi lâu anh đôi nè. Ê mình kia lột tệ là Alucard.
Initiate retreat.
Only by facing the enemy can one know his true self.
có vật luôn có
And homeland. My reputation is built on my bravery and loyalty.
bãi vải ít phỏ với con này ha
Mình cắt tăng thế nè. Đang gặp bộ tăng.
tao chỉ ra tập tiền
Mình sâu tắc tắc hàng mò và u nào là có đây.
đâu
Mấy sò là. À châu mì.
thằng thảo đây
Brass cái này được rồi.
Your team destroyed a turret.
Mình là best đó.
Victory will be decided.
Oh Alucard hi. Cái gì chi ta cái gì. Oh best đó cái rồi về về. Nhìn đâu cũng tội thì em guys.
เอาที่ต่อเอา
โอ้ที่
เอาที่จะมา
ลุยสุดเสียแล้วเนี่ยไม่ต้องเสียหรอก
อันนี้จะอึ้งเจิดเงินสุดล่างดี
Victory!
ไม่ใช่น้ำเขียวไว้เร็ว
กัดเตียงจัดตูขาเนี่ย
อาทิตย์ละจังรอมดีวันจู
จับรอมารันอาเทลูอ่ะจัมมูแอนด์แคชมีร์ number 1 baby อัตลังสังเข็บไม่ Hey global 45 popol and kupa 3.0 za takอันที่สุดโดนนี่ครับพอลตัน global มาสักเดียวกัน
ๆแล้วผมได้
one tick เขาอีกอย่าง global title นะไม่เฉลยก็ต้องอันรวยเมลี่
วัน
กูเกลเตะบางอันนี้อ่ะกูอัฟนูนี่ยังกู
วันจิกาเลยโจทย์เองหลัง
หันเมลเชอุลุก
โรบาร์หลังเราชุนวันจิกยูชัน
ให้ปอลวันจิกอัน next favorite สมปังอามังไงน้ำเรา
ปอแล้วนี่ฮักเห็น
all season อ่ะสังขัด
ยังไง
จะ
เอ็ม
มี
ไม่รั
มั
ง
ง
เขีย
ตั
น
ว
ชั้นในชีน้องเลย
โอ้ฮีโร่ประคัดที่กลุ่มตัวนี่มันเป็นแล้วตัว
สูตรซะหนูว่าอันมัง
อาฟูระทาลินมันก็มาก็เสมันจะกันจักมันอ่ะขาเลยจักลมมันฮู้ตรอ
ยังเราผมเสร็จแล้วโอ้
อะไรจีอมข้าคงตุลาสิบประกา
กันต้องเรซัน
เรซอนเดี๋ยวพอมึงจะจ้างไอ้เด็กกับไอ้เฉยๆไม่รู้
ไอ้เนี่ยมีมาไหม
ชัวร์ให้ชัวร์หมดทุกคนแก
เนี่ยฮะ
ตุนไล่มามันจุนเมลดูมามาแตะกันไอ้โอ้ guys มาแตะ
จนทางเนี่ยฮะชุดจะดิวอ๋อดูดิมพานำ
มา
ยีดิมันำเอ็นตารูเอ็นตาเซโร
จนน่ะว่าทุ่มตั้งกันสักอะไรไงปฐุมเจ้าอิสระเป็นว่าหิกันสักเลยจนปฐุมกันไอ้แรงอ่ะจนว่ากันสักเลยจนปฐุมกันไอ้แรงกันได้
รู้
เกี่ยว
เราเลยรู้เป็นเอาของก็คือเบย์จะกูปาร์ตรงยัง
ขาดินที่ปกติจะคุยได้หนึ่งมัน
ไม่ข้างเราไม่ไม่ถึงนั้น
อีวิวสเต็มนี่ไงสักเราสีกันตาวดอนเมมบาร์ชิพก็เลยไม่รู้เมมบาร์ชิพก็อีโมจิจะเอาไปหันหลังเตะเมมบ็อกไปมาแล้วไอ้เหรียญเดินถือแล้วมั้ยดูว่าจูว่าบัลเวียจิมาฮิตันอีโมติซารัน
นี่ก็เป็นโดน
ใช่เราเป็นปกติเป็น
ยูรานัสเป็นโดน
จิมเรา
ลาปู
ลาปู
อันเซล่า
ก็เป็นอะไรเรา
ลาลูกสอบโปรจวนฟาร์สเบนงาลมักมัน
Please pick a hero.
กุปราฮะบ้างแล้วนั่นดูกุปราเข้ามา
คุฟราจุกันด้วย
โอ้มาดิ
อัดจักรถตกแค่เตียง XP กันเนาะโอ้ยลิลปิดปีปะค่ะอันตันปุยเนี่ยเสียดีแล้วก็
3,000 worlds. And not
โอ้
a
จู่ๆอัน
single
นี้รูปกับเรื่องกันเนาะไว้หนัก
อันเดียวกันไม่ใช่มอสโกสเต็มมิตานีเฮริเต
เดี๋ยวไม่ต้องสิงหีเป็นโบราณนี่
until the day I
มัน
die.
กินลาใครปีกันโยกินจะจักบรัง
Chivalry is
ไอ้ที่
dead,
บอก
and I
หรือ
will
จะลอง
revive
ทำเด้
it.
อ
จู่ๆอะไรกันแม็กตัวนักกันหาแบบจะมา
มาเล่นกินอะไรปิด
อี
ลา
กัน police ขานินจู่ๆหาแบบตัวนี้ตามมากับเปียงคาเตีย
This time,
อัดยามเราสิเฮ้ยเวริงเงี้ยรำมาเนี่ยจีน่าเกี่ยมาสักท่าสักปะกันนี่
อันที่เรา
Play together.
อ๋อเนี่ย
ลิลปิปีปะลิลกินเอาลิลปิปีปะเซเวอร์ตานารินนมมัน
เนี่ย
atung zong in khel si su nang po
chu sa thaw mo
atung zong nang khel se la guys
ma se ka se lo le in ting ti don eng pot
chat
se
chip moscow in hu lo pit pet
ke nin ba soi ve thei tu kho kan nei lo ni chu mo ai en lo pot se
guys sem zo to kan nei lok dona
pot se la cho din du le kan la soi
MPL back out playing oh
san pai mo
no ai thadon ya
MPL mà sabera anh sai nó còn lâu chứ Mizoram football
kapikalo
Mizoram
oi ha
Every day you see such
yeah.
a
kil picture
cho na poi nge lo
no be boya kha MPL an zai na te tia
nếu mà cái sai nó còn lâu play pam pam mình thì là
nia chẳng trên kan chule na mo anh mà đi còn ai chẳng này đâu
ke si bu zo huna min khel puila star khara songa zel a thailo khel pui phajon star khara za
alo khẩn quyền chứ giả nữa chứ không phải nữa
ang teu florin le angela kan bena mathilda ti ra tiang la nu mel chereu deu vai chi ho ka ngei ba ka hi la ka ben si an chan man thiam dang nei bok si
to kan da ve do ta pa mo le tu pa po ha
in fact is
te ko me ma po
ti dang ni thiam lo men kan dei wei ma ni ku ri
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
phone be pai na khele hi lang mo na hi loudspeaker ra da mai la mai kan khel da tu ka ti mi ro
I shall reclaim nothing more.
the room mit te kier pu zo lo ni la
nia kan ni shil
le na fi sa kan ya hai
ale
Launch attack. Okay.
My sword leaves no trace.
ho ve ngai dang
zong chi ya zong ve cho ra ti kan ni ro na flip mo
ala ho lo ni
305 til dar na
Soaring fish.
le ga dang ga ni khoi ni a zai vire a thiam lol lo he pai
kan ni chot ma
Abahan ne ta oh zai vire chu minions ka pool dona local ve se ka fan muang ve ka lom zong chia ka ta lom ke ban yo
ka ta lo le la pa pa fan ti ko kan ni an da ban da fan
ala ri ti zui sual lo to ke pai hai
ko fe ya ka pa mo
o var lo to ati ra mi ti clear pui lawa mi ta fi saka buai thak ve ka lom ri ti nei mi lo ni o guys trên này đầu tất cả lắm đấy phốt tôi có đã tìm số rồi mà sao ta gấp phụ tiếp rồi
Light as a feather.
đi bal mana over ra làm giàu nhá rùa nó cái lên đi để vu một tiếng khăn vai ruồn cái chi đòn hay các bác là đòn đó mà hay lâu ruồn rượu là wa các bác cái làm lấy tụi này over lá mày giống bal mà lên khi rồi mình chỉ nên
thấp độ
thật ôm đầu tỉ nha muốn ăn blue hi cái nào help cái đi tìm 8 seconds kala na yakalap man ang
plan mo ni chang ya
hey this is local long so yes bindu law chan snap se kam na
cái spell
hey ho ve nei zero over
thấy nó bút sạ đó là ai nó mình làm cái gì
zo farm lại tum ni ga anh yeah
rem chang chuan ti rem chu
ô rem chang khát chỉ đâu khát được à
sao đâu bal mun ta
rem chang
bal mun ta pali rồi ti rồi
rem chang nó khát lấy lâu mi thế hi acha
anh phải khăn một chút ti rồi anh đi lâu quá ta
mi thế hi acha rem chang lâu tu
có sản phẩm đó nha
cái súng đây gì chẳng nghe khăn ruộng sắc tại ô nào oh yes yes algo quay đầu cái này lỗ lỗ sự cái này nha hey thả thế I got done cái thật đi đâu rồi kiếm lâu đó tụi cái bay thật đồng luôn chim chela lệ
ipa mi apa re
horo để truy qua này đâu cả
ăn mặc cái mặt
đâu ra chủ đề
muốn nào mà sẽ để truy cái này đâu ạ Aaron al truy đấy cho nó không phải lo
nghe chủ qua chủ sấy gì apa chủ ta dùng rồi
ini sấy gì apa đi al truy tìm pa chứ gì
chủ thật
mình chơi
là
chơi
rồi
ăn ăn chụp phát động hút tao không
đấy bạn tổ cho con người
trời
các cái bạn ấy
ai
sao không ra tầm
anh có sản phẩm gì
anh đạo buồn hiền đây về là hiền cái cần
lấy ra cái chuyện anh ngã cái cho
bây giờ có đi lo đến cái là được
iya mà chứ dây về chẳng ai flicker này gì đâu nhiều
nó có
nó chỉ đủ sự ăn tầm này tầm này
chẳng này nó sao đó
nó về dù
hay là có đâu
muốn ăn cạp nó có thể thì chẳng nghe sốc của buồn tao vào cái cạp đấy nhìn đầu rồi yes tar tal pasi thì mình chả đây tar tal pasi pan puiza bel te tom ka sprint này lâu alpo tom lệ lắm dive roll diving ấy phá lúc tục để bụng ít chặt lúc tục đúng to rồi xung rồi
còn phá mấy sồn kín
kỳ ăn mẹ lâu tắt mày shut down miệng mày dominant step far side tầm như lâu mà
có thể ăn
lâu cháo về suy làm mấy đó nghe những cái suy đi
con mong muốn xuông xuông
cần gì biết tập ít về ô vận chỉ na
ô với phải chứ nó lau mì hay là gì nhìn ta không tập
sao sao đánh lục cái độ mình cây rồi kia phát ra anh hải vào đồng thế mà
lúc này
mình súng đủ đôi tục tập này
left right từng này
pin cái này mà em cô
này có này nào
cắt nào lắm như lối nó thả thì lâu lắm pin cái này chuồn
Atlan chắc bốc lẽ chắc anh này
bút pali event tên cái gì cái जो सके खान akin thapin bun sela atak dan ter ni tu
sakai
nó như là đòn một cái gì à
sakai mo chơi hơn bot Africa cái mong tòa mình có tăng dọc này không anh ta mình ăn tăng dọc này để mà thải bị tăng lệ
tăng rõ
đó nè nó kỹ
alt ne pakata alt koi ri thela alt to guys a thei poto pin na ti ra nya
a defend ko mo ati a thei lo uzi kan
deu du alera
am moi ko le de
One soul,
so có cái số này
a thei mai a guiding win a kal dona kari ti tum de hey alta này lâu nên chỉ đã nằm a ôi lâu tục hay
đó là xì về chụp thì nó mình do mình sẽ
spinte thế về stun phụ về là ngày nào nó có tiền stun phụ lộc đó rồi
liên pi quá thì hay lên cái gì
liên pi ba liên pi
bây giờ chào về không về gặp
à thế lẽ thấu sao LALMUANA first to phụ tiro basta dan nan man ta tu alas ti khang lang ka ti zo tu
Launch attack.
nên em ko sipirin to nei lawa ka zikira re chale ne ya ho em ni ta blade ka banga ka thun khang lang alom cái khơi gió bắt thật rất đẹp đâu về mình alt toin ka sia LALMUANA han alt này đâu nó thả thế đó là một lọ la khắc ôi Lil Pi
pi phải bây giờ chào không này
last nest lâu tắt Lil Pi vậy thì hơi bật cái này là thầy trò là thầy ồ lắm mình đâu các cái máu ủi ra đi nhỉ anh này còn không về lọt theo hả trời
các này sợ cái là gì cả
dominating point in name
massive damage
hey mình cho ma kan entry dominating point kan này don
massive damage Lord Slayer Ang kuya control may patumin kan
zong zay về cái hollow to TV sức
I shall reclaim what I
còn
deserve.
feel về sức cái farm cái đại đòn nhiều mỗi lúc này sao thế thầy lộc mùa nào mà lồm này nghe một đề khăng lang à mình là để ngủ sao thế cái chỗ này cả lồn đấy piu asa cái bằng ai cả
Azul lại tại cái hey là mù chế hey boy là mù
thì bộ yên là mù chê
nó kinh cái mù chế hiếm lâu lên tóc khó rồi
cũng bị nan tin cái mù lệ chê
kia sợ cái này chứ
chính phần rất chắc cái là cái bù sấu tông mà là cái quang luôn tụi cả
cái này này
đâu chọn cái sắc à
quang tê lệ
video rau pui lu tuk tak mai ka entiam chau guys am makamakan na sa entong
tiếng vang vang
v Granger matchup. They played it for months because of the previous patch.
Yeah.
And now we go to the very first turtle.
First turtle still going to be CFU that starts it up. WADU. Fury the Phoenix is going to be dropped down. Final Slash won't connect. They're going to jump in. Loopy though, Infernal Blast. Infernal Pursuit. One down, still going to be on. Loopy in trouble, trying to get away. Goes in with a Dark Wave, gets enough health back, looking for Opie, but finally will fall. CFU picking up a couple themselves, plus this objective, a hard-fought first turtle for the game.
Oh my god, Boxy. That was actually kind of sick. He jumps in, knowing that Loopy wants to get the passive stack on the Detective first so he can start using the Infernal Pursuit. Catches him mid-punch, and then the rest of the team chain CCs him. By the time he gets the Infernal Pursuit, Detective gets a free disengage. Let's watch this one more time, right? Because Detective is here. He gets pushed back, he sees Keyboy, and then Loopy gets knocked up and allows them to disengage properly because Sans can't cover Loopy on top of the fact that Keyboy is dead. So really good stuff here. It's these small moments from CFU which is making the difference.
Yeah, and in that, Opie got taken out. Earlier on, he did have to burn the flicker, so Onic will find something, and that's, you know, what you mentioned is anytime Keyboy can set things up, he'll go ahead and try to do that. Doesn't have the flicker available now too, but still Onic holding on to a very minor lead. This is going to be one of those games too where the gold laners really play a part, as Severo has done a good job farming up. Sing as well hasn't gone down despite dealing with a lot of 1v1 pressure. This is like Gideon mentioned, the classic matchup that we're so used to seeing in the gold lane between these two heroes. So the teams for now are really just looking off pick-off potential, you know, around the rest of the map here.
Yeah, again, this is a very interesting matchup between these two gold laners, right? Because we've seen it many times, but it really boils down to the battle spells. Because now both sides don't have the flicker. It becomes a skill matchup, right? Severo must maintain a certain amount of distance to stay outside of the Zaman Force. Because if Sing dashes on top of Severo and commits hard enough, he will actually win out in this 1v1, right? Severo needs to make sure that he can poke out Zing and keep his health bar at a minimum, so even if he goes for the all-in, Severo with 2 Rhapsodies should be able to take him out.
Oh, Boxy gonna try to do something here. Purify's gonna be popped already, so Severo's gonna be fine. That is a battle spell down, so a little bit of an advantage right now for Sing to work on that Harith. We'll see if Onic tries to go ahead and help out, but Turtle's going to be the next focus for both the teams here.
Yep, they're going to force out that top side, knowing that Severo doesn't have that Purify. Whoa!
Sans jumping in. We'll get the flicker out. Sing, though, going to try to cut it off with the Zaman Force, so that's going to be burned as well. A couple battle spells and ultimates, but meanwhile, the fight for this turtle. Onic has control. WADU there, final slash, but Kyrie will secure the turtle. Still going to be breaking down the fight. WADU going to be in trouble, and Kyrie will get a kill as well. Takes a shot at Opie. I don't think you get anything more. Keyboy not going to burn that flicker for that. So focus for Onic is the objective. They get a couple kills. They won't get this mid turret just yet.
Yeah, all this because WADU just whiffed the ult. That's really what it boiled down to. If he hit that ult, it would be a different story. Because he was left out in the water and considering that the front line was getting shoved in from the side of Onic ID, making sure that Detective couldn't cover that space, that's how Onic ID were able to take this turtle for free. But now back into the gold lane, right? Again, a lot of resources are getting thrown up to this top side. The fact that Sans wasn't really part of that fight to begin with just goes to show how important it is for both gold laners to have some form of pressure, some form of a lead to really skew it in their favor.
So close here too, despite, you know, other than the jungle, which is, I guess, to be expected when you get a lead like this in Kyrie. Again, Keyboy gonna be fine. Tsunami Slam won't land. Boxy punish this time, and a kill goes over to Severo. Still the Dark Wave. Loopy jumping in. Forceful Flicker. Fury of Phoenix will be used. No one else to follow through. So Onic happy with one.
Yep, really nicely done there. Making sure, hey, you Tsunami Slam. Okay, sure, not a big of a deal. Loopy just flickers on out of there. Instantly punished, knowing that Boxy still had his flicker on cooldown. So just really good tracking of the battle spells from Onic ID, right? Both sides will find any little bit of advantage. T1 collapses down on bot side, but now we are starting to see the ball roll. I'm not sure how Kyrie is going to go, but it looks like he's going to go for the BOD. He's real greedy because he's also taking cooldown boots on top of it. And not to mention, Severo already with the Sky Piercer, this is where Sing has to be careful.
Is this just because of like a confidence play? Zing, wow, going forward, Severo. He saw Onic, the rest of the members there, so he's just going to clear that out. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do much more, but that is no Zaman Force now available for this turtle. So Onyx might have enough of that information. Boxy's going to go ahead and take a look. I'm not sure if they're just going to rely on a Flannel Slash for this fight here. It's going to go for a little bit of a reset. Dark Wave. They go through. Zing going to have to join the fight. There's the final slash they were looking for. Fury the Phoenix dropping down. Keyboy, Tsunami Slam as well, but Kyrie still gets the turtle. Zing unleashing now, looking for Sans. Meanwhile, Loopy's going to be in trouble as well. Sans still up. The Zing can't get the last hit that he was looking for, but now it's Kyrie. Before he falls, he'll pick up a kill, and Wadu will survive. I don't think they're able to find Sans, though.
Wow, that fight. It didn't look like it started off well, but it worked out at the very end. I would love to see a replay of that fight one more time, because it really boiled down to Wadu jumps into the middle of the fight. Let's see how many people he catches with that final slash, right? He gets in there, the backline gets attacked, and that's where things start to snowball out of control. When both Zing and as well as Wadu are able to get their initial resets, because right now they're still pretty tanky, and there's not enough damage from the side of Onyx Indonesia to commit and spread it out and distribute it amongst a lot of spots.
Again, Wadu, I know we didn't get to see the entire play out, but he did a phenomenal job, too, at zoning Kyrie out. So Kyrie wasn't able to actually join some of that crucial moments of that fight. So, and then, you know, survives it all after that with the flicker. So, great decision from CFU. So Onyx, you know, they lose. They had about a 3,000 gold lead that they were working with. It's going to be whittled down pretty much to an even game here, at least economically. But right now, it's still Onyx with a little bit of a pressure lead, the way that they're playing around this, but I guess they've got to respect what CFU can throw at them, especially between Wadu and Boxy.
I mean, sure. I mean, the fights are looking good for CFU Gaming, but now, as you can see, the conversion isn't the most deadly, right? It's not like a 5k gold swing. It's only a 3k gold swing so far. And when we look at the items as already built, we're going into the second phases of the game. We're going into the mid game, right? BOD already complete for the side of Kyrie, and it looks like he wants to eventually build up to an endless battle. Lutpi, he's not even going for Thunderbolt at this point of time. He's literally anti-Cuirass. I'm going to be able to tank as much damage as possible. I really need to see the MR come through from him, and honestly, the anti-Cuirass is kind of strange. I would have liked to see him play the Thunderbelt from the get-go.
Yeah. Oh, early initiation for Boxy. Fury the Phoenix to follow. They get the beacon out from Sans. Sans, a little bit low here, still half health, but that's a whole lot from both sides utilized for this. Lord is for the taking. They're fighting for control. CFU, there's a final slash on Sans. Sans goes down. CFU, numbers advantage, gonna be jumping into the fight. Wadu's in trouble. Takes a couple hits from Severo, but Loopy has to flicker out as well. Severo has all the room in the world to move. A shot comes out and Loopy upholds them together, but he finally falls. And now Kyrie looking for Detective. Wants to line up the shot, but doesn't have it just yet.
Oh, he's trying.
Keyboy jumped in, but he's gonna get punished as Zing was waiting around the corner. An even fight for both.
Oh my goodness. All right, it's a battle of inches at this point, right? Both frontliners end up dying here. CFU, they do get a bit of a reset. Nobody's going to be able to take the Lord just yet. And the worst part is as these fights are going through, we start to see the micro plays, right? We start to see the efficiencies from Onyx side. Yeah, I'm down 2 kills, but look at Sakeva's Vera and as well as Kyrie's damage. They're through the roof. They're topping the charts right now. And even Lutpi, without any damage items, is still able to provide and contribute. The worst part about this is the fact that Detective is 2 levels down. They don't really want to take this Lord. They really want to fight Onyx because they know they will lose a 50-50.
Oh, final slash can be used again. Keyboy can be in trouble. Keyboy out of the picture. Still going to be breaking out. Wadu goes down next. Loopy also half health. Falls to Zing. Now they're going to be looking at a huge Appraiser's Wrath on Severo. Will force him back, but the Lantern Flare will give a double to Severo. Now, CFU has no choice but to back off of this. Kyrie's still up, but they're gonna fight under the mid lane turret. Sans in trouble, but they'll punish him anyway. And Kyrie now looking for another. They wipe him out. A great fight for Onyx.
Down to the wire. Sans able to get that final pickup, allowing Kyrie to come in and run through the rest of them. Even Severo able to stack back up. This is a fully built fully scaled Yishun Shin. Level 15, his ult is on a short cooldown. Let's watch this one more time, right? Because this fight all started with Wadu actually picking off Keyboy and not one of the big damage dealers, which is what we saw the last time, right? We saw Severo dying early in that previous fight, but as this progressed, you notice they can actually kite 4 days.
Yeah.
There is no means for CFU to really extend their lead without the Arlet. Detective is great at planning his foot down and being an immovable object and slowly take space, but cannot reach further than it.
I think even that, when you get a glimpse of them, you know, still pressing on the gas in the mid lane, it's like, you know, you don't convert that kill on Sans, you are going to get severely punished, and that's what we saw there. Even then, Sans able to protect Severo enough to give him that opportunity to survive that whole thing was great teamwork there. So this now leads them to this Lord. It's going to be marching towards that mid lane. You can see the stacks here too for Severo.
So good. 560 natural stacks. 46 on the Skypiercer. And now with this Lord, they're hoping to get as many inhibitors as possible. Keep in mind, they have the better sieging composition. CFU, if they want to take space, somebody has to commit.
Okay, they'll clear it out. Seal's going to be used. It looks like they want to fight. Boxy's giving them a call. Retro's going to be used from Detective. Boxy jumps in. Tsunami Slam. No one to target. Fury the Phoenix already dropped down. Onyx might choose to counterplay into this. Loopy with a Dark Wave. Final Slash going to bring Loopy. He goes under the turret. A great combination. Onyx down one member. Still going to be looking for the fight. Severo will keep OP in check. Zing. Very aggressive, but CFU will just find one.
Nicely done by Detective. He saw that bar full. He knew that Loopy was going to come out of the out of the taunted state. And immediately, as soon as he made the mistake of pressing his auto attack, Detective hops over the wall to pull him underneath the tower. That's the way CFU Gaming, they understand they've got a shark on their logo for a reason. They are fishing for Onyx ID.
That reminds me of what LaFell mentioned about sharks and the noise they make. But, you know, yeah, that's it. That glimpse of CFU, it's really the timing they need. We do see this, the Holy Crystal and the Divine Glaive are there now for Zing, and I feel like, you know, he's pretty aggressive, and you can rely on the Purify here, but maybe that's just the way CFU wants to play it out. I think even as we get up to the next Lord here in about 40 seconds, still it's, you know, they got to be able to withstand that initial kind of onslaught from Onyx. They've been the ones, CFU, from game 1 to now even game 2, despite even being down, to start these fights. I don't know if it would change much for them if they let Onyx be the ones to get the first get-go on it.
I don't think they can afford it right now, mainly because Detective is a level down on Kyrie. And we know that with these world-class junglers, that one level difference really is the difference maker.
Detective.
Oh, no.
They're going to force a fight in anyway. Final Slash already used under the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. Still going to be looking for more. Detective finally falls. Zing sees multiple low health bars, but Severo just unleashes. Keyboy jumps on in. They're going to be able to take out Zing, but it's a double for OP. A trade already 3 for 2. And Onyx still with Kyrie up. Do they go and take this Lord? They're so low here.
Yep, they are low, but Kyrie is going to heal up. There's no actually, I don't think if they're able to do the... Oh, wait, no, Kyrie should have enough damage, but he's going to let Severo do the tanking. So once he's got just enough health, he gets back in and they start switching places. So nicely done from the side of Onyx Indonesia. Let's look at that fight one more time, because I was surprised that they decided to fight here, of all places. Why would you do it so close to mid-tier 1?
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, if they are going to start a fight, maybe not there. That's not the best place. So even if they pick up a couple kills, ultimately they now have to deal with the Lord.
That was very upsetting. I think that's one of the bigger miscalculations coming in from the side of CFU Gaming. Even though, to be fair, their initiation wasn't that bad. And I could definitely see an angle. But the problem is that mid-tier 1 is still available, and that's what takes away from that power position, hiding onto that mid-brush. Now, the siege is going to be a little tough, I'm not going to lie, but OP did buy that Wishing Lantern. In terms of Zing, he's really strong, but he needs that space to take full advantage of that Examine Force so he can start chrome dashing around. Oh,
whoa! Boxy going to start the fight anyway. Keyboy gone. Lord's going to kind of march into the mid turret. It falls. But now Onyx, do they still want to fight this? Even down a member. Severo's at half health. Boxy gonna jump in with Tidal Strike, and again, they're gonna force the fight anyway. Beacon already gonna be used from Sans, giving them the space to work with. They're gonna be able to find Wadu. Wadu still has the immortality, but Zig now once leashing on Sans, they're gonna be able to pick him up. It's a double already, but Kyrie comes back in, and Severo's still up. The immortality will not be enough. And now it's Kyrie and Severo still inside the base, and it's Opie and Detective. Woo. Does Onic want to end this game here? They've got a little bit of this minion push.
Nah, they can't. They can't. Not yet. Unless they kill Opie right here. Detective, please stand in the right spot here. Severo's allowed to auto-attack, and same goes for Kyrie to the Crystal, but it does basically nothing as long as they maintain these waves.
They're gonna go ahead and maintain it. Again, Detective gonna watch out. Kyrie will go ahead and go for it anyway. Now they're gonna work on the base, and that's gonna be enough. Double kill for Severo. We're going to game 3.
Man, I definitely thought he had an opportunity to walk back into the fountain, but again, just not enough pressure. Well done. It really goes to show that Zetian doesn't really scale that well into the later stages of the game, but when you have Severo and as well as Kyrie on these heroes, holy cow. No frontliners, no problem. We'll just bulldoze through you.
Match of the day for a reason, and just when we thought we'd see CFU run away with it, Onic gets it back, then CFU gets it back from Onic, then Onic eventually gets the death knell and gets the win. What a tremendous series, dictated by what is a signature of the Cambodian and Indonesian playstyle, team fighting.
It's really incredible the way that a lot of these fights came and the adjustments that were made. I think at some point, Severo and as well as Kyrie was doing his own thing. He was playing a little selfishly for sure. But Severo probably looked over at Loopzy and Kibo is like, one of y'all got to die for me. Like as soon as that final slash is out of the way, I actually can play this video game.
Yeah, again, it was interesting to see the decisions that CFU made throughout the game. I feel like there was a couple moments where, you know, like this, when we saw this with Wadu around some of the objective fights, that was really interesting the way they took it, and there was some brilliance to it too. But then, same thing, it's like you get through the game and you still question, like, man, why'd you guys fight there? Why did Boxy go in for that Tsunami Slam?
Yeah, this game number 2 was a emotional and mechanical roller coaster. It was the highs of great job, good thing you did that, to why the heck did you do that? Back and forth, and that's the type of action that I personally like to see, where you got to see members of CFU shine at the right time and then falter and then get punished by Onic. But then the same thing could be said for Onic. I feel like at this point I got like, we aren't unanimous here, where we just gotta say you just really gotta sharpen up some of the decision making in the team fights for both teams.
Hey, I mean, it's overheat, big overheats coming in, specifically from CFU more than it is for Onic. I feel like Onic naturally were more consistently making the better decisions. I think it just came down to like a couple of micro mistakes of like, oh no, I have full charge, I am Phobius, I accidentally hop over the wall, I shouldn't have been under tier 2, please somebody save me, sort of scenarios like that.
Yeah, that was a great mechanical call by Detective. To the fact that he knew that enhanced basic attack of the Phobius that would instantly be like we call it the shoulder tackle, would come through. So he's like, all right, let me just quickly press my dash past the wall so that he carries on over and then he gets punished. But then on the side of Onic, you saw that at some point, it seems like a computer switch flicked into the brains of Severo and Kyrie. It's like, these are very specific skills I need to watch out for. Watch us maximize our dashes to avoid them.
Even looking at the breakdown here of the game, like, I would say this is quite a stark difference from game 1, obviously. Onic had a great time coming in this game. It was relatively, I would still say, sided towards Onic, but there was clearly moments where CFU was winning portions of that game. It's just unfortunate for them because, and I don't know if even the Harith seemed to actually work out in some of the team fights, but then it's like, what if it was something different, you know? But I think again, that interaction between having the magic penetration that you get with the Zetian, but then you have the Harith, it was the plan, and it was just unfortunate that even at some times they were down, you know, a good few thousand gold, so that could have changed the course of some of those earlier team fights even so. But nonetheless, still very interesting. Yeah, like you said, emotional kind of roller coaster of a game for game 2.
Yeah, and I was talking about it with the talents at the back. I mentioned something where this wasn't a game won by the draft or dictated by the draft. It was dictated in the battle preparation. The two purifies on the side of Onyx. She changed things up with the flow of battle for CFU, who were so pick-off dependent in the first game. That now the second game, you have the Badang is still there, yes, who can just CC immune by popping up the ultimate. But the fact that some of your key figures have ways to just cleanse out the crowd control initiated by Boxer. You could see that CFU were a little bit uncomfortable in the initial phases of an engagement.
Yeah, I think it really came down to like you had to think about these fights like chess, and I think that's the hardest part because it's a stacking effect. When somebody throws out their first ability, then you have to kind of figure out what are the next things that are going to be traded out for resources, right? If I get a good Appraiser's Wrath here, if I get an Energy Eruption, what happens afterwards? And I think a lot of the time we did see that CFU understood the assignment, assuming that Wadu was able to get a good final slash on either of their back targets, whether it be Sans, whether it be Kyrie or Severo. But then you see the adjustments coming in from Onyx, right? As they adjusted, Sans doesn't mind getting pushed forward as long as he has his Purify and his Halt. Kyrie is the one who must not be caught. He's literally got no counterplay other than the Traceless. So it's all based on his mechanics, why he was selfish. And then there's Severo. Ball starts to begin, the smaller
popping up much, in general, especially back in the professional leagues and the qualifiers leading all up here on the road to MSC. It just didn't seem to be one of those picks that people like to go for. The Bruno, though, on the other hand, I guess in a way, too, it kind of gives you a little bit of a, oh, hold on, already? Gonna jump in with Title Strike. Keyboy, though, is there to keep things safe. So you go ahead and just disengage from that, but still, I think the Bruno is just more of the lines of, you get a little bit of damage earlier on with the 2 items, still maybe the 3 that he needs, but I think, yeah, you need that later on, that Malefic gun that's going to be crucial in comparison to the Granger specifically, who has so much more range.
Yeah, I mean, they want their late game scaling, and I think that's the most important thing for them. With the crit build, it's just, the damage is through the roof. And they got to be careful, right? Because again, all these rotations are being read very well from both sides. They know they're going to be on the bottom side of the map. They want to unlock this Hilda. But even so, Wadu, it's a pretty dead lane for the most part. Loopzy isn't able to manipulate the waves without the help of his team. And that's why Keyboy is here, right? If anything gets a little fishy, he can kind of neutralize the effect.
Yeah, that's what the Badang does so well. Goes ahead and messes with some of the tempo, and that's what Boxy really wants to do earlier on this Kalea. But the first turtle of the game is going to be up, so it's CFU getting in position. We see this time and time again, especially with the Fredrin. But they'll go ahead and check things out with the Mountain Chakra, and they're just forced off. They just walk on up, force CFU back, and Kyrie will go ahead and get the turtle, but still Wadu now on the backside, looking for the first blood. They take a ton of damage. Double flickers on out here from CFU. Still, Kyrie, one shot, won't land it on OP.
Okay, first bloods haven't been achieved, but I don't know if anybody realized that, but Sans did a very interesting move, and I think it messed with the minds of CFU, which is why they gave up so much space. And by the time they realized where Sans actually was, they couldn't take back the territory anymore. Looking at the emblem build so far, everything seems to be up to snuff, nothing too out of the ordinary. We do have common emblems being built up by Zing, not taking marksman emblems and not even taking assassin emblems of his own. He's not looking to try and win the lane. He's trying to not only survive, but make sure that he has enough mana to stay relevant. The Master Assassin's always going to be a good time, especially if we see Severo make a mistake. In terms of everything else, the only thing is lethal ignition coming in from Sans. He is not going for impure rage. He wants to hurt.
Yeah, I guess you want to do that, especially with Aloy Yi, who dealt with some of the adjustments that she's gone through, but it was well deserved. Louis Yi and the chip for a while were on the top of some of the decisions, especially when it came to the macro play. But Wadu, not sure if he's going to be able to survive this. Mount Chakra going to be used too. That's a whole lot of damage to go on through as Kyrie will pick up the first blood.
Really good punish here. Really good punish from the side of Onyx Indonesia. I mean, Loopzy understood that Wadu isn't looking to try and shove out this wave super fast. And now that he's got that assist, he's got the lead, and more importantly, he's got the tempo, he can now start influencing the side lanes and rotating off first. Now notice, we do see that Boxy is coming down to try and push him out of the way, allowing Wadu to walk back into the lane safely, but he...
Oh, Zing going for the fight. No! He hit the minion! He flickered into the bush, but he hit the minion! Oh, that
Oh,
that feels
hurts.
bad.
Oh, that hurts so much. And Severo, the best part, Severo didn't have any energy at all. He didn't have any energy to Rhapsody. He didn't have any energy to throw out another Death Sonata. He just was auto-attacking until the very end.
All right, now, second turtle of the game, and you go up. Onyx getting pushed out of this one. Tsunami Slam to bring him into the turtle pit. They're going to go for the fight. Vengeance already going to be popped too, but Sans will be able to pick up Wadu. A double for Sans already, forcing him off. And Kyrie gets the turtle on top of it all. So Onyx will come out swinging for that objective.
And now the snowball starts to begin. The smaller mistakes coming in from CFU Gaming getting punished hard by Onyx Indonesia as they crack open the most valuable structure in the game, mid-tier 1. And with that, we're starting to see what CFU did to Onyx ID in game number 2, but on the opposite side, Onyx has the timings, they got the tempo, and Loopzy is in a phenomenal position right now.
He's flowing right now, man. I mean, a lot of the, you said this because that's typical too. When the CC gets a lead, even if it's a, let's say you're getting assists, but you have that lane advantage, even built up. I think War Axe was the first item that Loopy went with. You kind of give yourself that positioning, especially around the objectives. I can just jump on in, use my current comp, my vengeance, do what I need to do, and then the team will go ahead and clean up after that. And so Loopy's in a really good position to go ahead and provide that for the team. Meanwhile, too, if he's the target that gets Tsunami slammed, it's not that big of a deal for Onyx.
Yeah, and as long as he has that vengeance, right, anybody with like quote-unquote burst damage or consistent damage really starts to suffer.
Foxy gonna go in once again. Purify's gonna be used though. So Sans is okay, but saying, look at this. This is the battle of the range that Onyx has right now. Oh, Severo so close to getting another one with the Death Sonata. Keyboy now has the flicker. Oh, he won't be able to find Sing. We're going to force him off on the tier 2. Kyrie will go on in. Sans is there now as well. Nope, he has to go back to base, but Severo will pick up Detective. 2 kills for Onyx.
Ooh, boy, this game is getting real spicy, and Onyx Indonesia are making sure that they are running away with this. A 4.6K lead 6 minutes into the game, and they want to take a tier 2 alongside of it. If they do get it, they will turn this into a 5K lead.
Oh, Loopy wants that kill on Zing, but he pops the Vengeance. Won't be enough, though. And they go ahead and get on out with the diversion. The turret, tier 2, still going to be able to stand, though, with about a little bit of health left, but this next turtle is Onyx for the taking. That's going to be 3 for 3.
This is so good. I mean, Sans, despite most mid laners not wanting to play Loyi because of the new changes to that diversion, that it reveals the starting position but doesn't show your ending position, it gives too much info. So now he's using it as a mind game, if not a disengage tool. So what if you can see us? As long as the channel completes, my whole team can get on out of there. And the 2 other times that we've seen him use it, he does it in front of his opponents to keep them on their toes, to force them to double check the bushes that they had already cleared up earlier just in case.
That's why it's the perfect name for an ultimate, man. It's literally a diversion, you know, and when Lui Yi is on play, you really have to stay on your toes. You really have to be able to lock in and, you know how to play against this. So right now, Sans will take a shot. Also the mid lane, Wadu in trouble. Kyrie's going to be able to pick up a kill in the jungle. Still going to be fighting. Severo gets enough movement, and he will survive anyway. So again, Onyx will be able to find 2 against CFU.
And that is an econ diff. That is a huge econ diff. 5K now turning into a 6K lead. Honestly, if Onyx didn't have that 5K, Boxy probably would have been able to pick up Severo anyways. Wadu probably would have still died regardless, but even so, it's a very worth it trade for EXP and as well as gold. In this case though, Onyx currently 6 kills up on CFU Gaming, and they're now just waiting for the neutral objective. They're walking into enemy territory to deny as much econ as possible while still making sure that Kyrie has a very efficient path. 3-level lead, might I add, against Detective.
It's the same thing that I was saying, you know, that we mentioned from the previous game.
Oh.
And even with that, diversion, they're going to go in for it. They be able to find 2. Boxy's gone, and Wadu to follow. Onyx comes through with the diversion, and Zing has nowhere to go. He's going to just get run down. He's running for the turret. Maybe I can get a little extra gold before I go down as he falls as well. Onyx in control, and they'll take the Lord.
Yep, and even Kyrie committing his retribution, knowing that once he dies, then he has nothing to worry about. There's no way that Detective is gonna walk up and try and steal this from me. Not with my entire team covering the entire map, making sure that this filter net doesn't allow CFU Gaming to take space.
Oh, the next target here is see if they can get some more resources before this push in with that Lord. Right now, they're staring down for CFU an 8,000 gold deficit to work against, and even with, you know, Keyboy's got the flicker available. If they want to force a fight in the base, they will. Boxy taking a couple too many shots. A Loopy will go in to clean up after the Destinadas all land from Severo. But now looking for more, still with a numbers advantage. Onyx ready to possibly push into this base fully here as Kyrie walks in with the Lord.
Yep, Onyx ID are clearly, they are in the driver's seat. They have momentum on their side. No way.
Oh, Keyboy jumps on into the base. He gets taken out, but they're gonna force the fight anyway. Lord's still gonna be up, and Zing is gone. Severo's unleashed. Still trying to hold on. Tsunami Slam to be able to find Loopy. Loopy will fall. The base could be locked up, but Wadu's gonna be the next target. Severo still shooting off from the backside. Looking for Detective. They'll clean out the lanes.
Oh my god.
But they still have minion waves pushing on in. And that's going to be it. Detective jumps on in. Severo will lock on, and Onyx will take the series 2-1.
Hey, a little disrespectful coming here from Onyx at the very end. If they wanted to finish it, they could have, but instead they're like, no. We're buffing up the KDs real quick. We got to show CFU. You may be our scrim partners, but we will not take this down while we're standing up.
What was a dream start for Onyx, for CFU in this series, turned into a nightmare as Onyx slowly readjusted, recalibrated from the drafts to the execution to showing CFU, we have you red. Yes, don't fix what's not broken, but you have to change what's already been read by your opponent.
I think it's all about tempo, right? There's such a big tempo difference between the two. I mean, Zing, this could have been his like key moment right here. Severo literally had nothing left. He had no energy. He got 3 auto attacks because of the fact that, oh, I hit a minion, I flickered into the bush, I still can't see you. And by the time I slide tackle in, it's too late.
Yeah, you know, that's happened to me before, so I completely understand.
It happens to the best of us.
But yeah, nonetheless, I just think, you know, Renmar really mentioned it. It was the adjustments that we saw Onyx made from not just the draft, because they were on red side all 3 games, but also just the way that they played around the map. You know, they even utilized this time around a Louis Yu, who's not picked up too much, but they played the macro really well here.
Yeah, also the difference in the EXP lane picks. You have a Hilda who has to literally run to the back line, find a good access point, while Lutfi, we were discussing this backstage, his job is so simple. Throws out the curtain call and yo-yo blitz, and that is it. The highlights will play out, but in just a moment, we're actually going to be hearing from Eterna, who is with Severo on the stage.
Thank you, casters. It's Eterna here with Severo. Congratulations on that match. Okay, Severo, this was your first official Moonton international tournament. Now, how were you feeling? Did you feel pressure? Was there anything that was going on? Any jitters?
Buat Severo tentunya ini merupakan MSC pertama kamu ya. Jadi gimana perasaannya? Apakah ada sedikit gugup atau nervous mungkin?
Dikit doang. Ya masih mungkin karena masih awal-awal sih perlu penyesuaian doang.
I think maybe a little bit because like as you said, this is my first time. But hopefully in the upcoming match, I will be much better.
Okay. I mean, you did really well, right? That laning phase with Zing as well, it was amazing. So now the thing is, we've been hearing that you guys were scrim partners. Is this true? Are you guys scrim partners?
Sebelum MSC lumayan sering.
Before MSC, yeah.
So
quite a lot.
Are the results that we're seeing similar to the scrim results? Is that something that we can, know?
Untuk hasil scrimnya itu apakah mirip dengan yang terjadi sekarang atau mungkin kalian mau rahasiakan juga nggak masalah?
Rahasia.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a secret. We don't want anyone to know.
Okay. It's a secret. But how does it feel to finally meet them on an international stage?
Jadi bagaimana perasaannya untuk bisa bertemu mereka tentunya di MSC ini?
Dari yang terakhir scrim mungkin aku ngerasa mereka lebih improve jauh aja sih di MSC.
So I think compared to the scrims, they improve a lot more. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, because it makes sense, right? Because I think a lot of people out there were thinking that, Onyx coming into this match would go 2-0. So what happened in game number 1, Savero?
Jadi apa tuh yang terjadi dengan game 1? Karena kan kalian sebenarnya bisa dibilang favorit melawan si FW Gaming ini.
Ya mungkin ada miss dari early game aja sih, jadi snowball aja maksudnya.
I think we made several key mistakes in the early game that makes the enemy can snowball early. Yeah.
Okay. Can we know what happened? Was it like a miscommunication error or was it an execution problem?
Kira-kira masalahnya di mana tuh? Apakah dari miscom atau mungkin dari eksekusi atau gameplay?
Miss eksekusi aja sih di awal.
Just execution problem.
Okay. So earlier on, I got to interview Oheb. Of course, you know Oheb, right? Yeah. Okay. So he said that he was expecting you to move forward against CFU. And when I asked him about how the laning phase will go against Savero, he was like, maybe yes, maybe no, maybe I can beat him. What do you think? Do you think that you can beat Oheb in the gold lane?
Kayaknya bisa sih.
Oh.
I think I can.
Okay, you think you can? That's the confidence that we're waiting for, Savero. So once again, thank you so much and congratulations, and we'll see you in that next match against TLPH. But before I let you go, I do want to ask, do you have a message for TLPH in your next upcoming match?
Apakah ada pesan-pesan untuk TLPH sebagai lawan kalian berikutnya?
Good luck, have fun aja.
Just good luck, have fun.
Okay, good luck and have fun. Okay, we'll see. Thank you so much once again, and congratulations. We're going to throw it over back to our casters.
Congratulations again to Onyx Savero. Good luck, have fun, he says to Oheb. But yeah, we got to break down what happened in this game number 3 a little bit more. One of the fastest games we've had so far. The stay 10 minutes and 37, and clearly, Onyx already knew what CFU wanted to do ahead of time.
Oh yeah, they did. I think, two main key factors. Number one, the fact that Kyrie was able to go out of his way to change his jungle path to end up on Loopzy's side to get that first blood. That was the start of so many problems that were going to occur, because with that kill, Loopzy was able to control the tempo and the way that the waves were going to be manipulated. Sans, that alt diversion, holy cow, the fact that he just T-poses in front of his opponent is like, where are we going to be? What we're going to do? Where am I going to disappear into? Definitely made CFU have to rethink and recalculate, right? You can see the hesitation walking into fights like, I'm not 100% sure where he's going to be.
Yeah, it also felt like they just didn't have like a really safe and confident face checker. Hilda can only run away so much and deal damage. There's not a lot of what they can do, so you can see the hesitation, really. And Savero, being the rich guy, he was farmed up because, again, when your center of the map is going really well, Naisu, then your gold laner is one of the happiest people in the world.
I like to call it the gold lane experience, But Savero, for the most part, I love watching him because he seems so smooth. Like his positioning, his decision making, his placements seem to be really smooth and just on point. And so I can't wait to see that matchup between him and Oheb eventually, because that's going to be one to definitely keep track of. But nonetheless, like you mentioned, I think just the calculations and the adjustments that we saw Onyx make, especially for Kyrie for that example. I mean, this was a 10.5-minute game, 10:37 to be exact. And even game 2 for them, it might have taken a little bit longer, but Onyx did an amazing job.
Up in the XP lane.
Mechanical capabilities, they've proven that, but their coordination might need a little more work, especially in the way we've seen them play. But Stormy forced to flicker away, and now the SOD, okay, they will not proceed with the fight.
Yeah. Scoreboard 4-3, really close, but SRG have gotten more value out of their kills over Virtus.Pro. Virtus.Pro, like you said, Brigitte, they've been sending 2 members into the bottom lane to go for these kills, and SRG have bought so much time with those guys before dying that they could get more value out of the map. Purple buff was stolen. This puts Skies in a good position, despite Endoryu still being at the same level, actually a bit ahead in XP, fighting for Turtle 3.
He's actually 3-0. It's a really good standing, but again, even despite him being a Lancelot, if SRG OG are able to just dominate and control the objectives that way, it's gonna be a little difficult for them to contest. And now they can immediately transition to the top lane, although Endoryu might try his best to defend. They might not let go of this tier 1 just yet, and that's another thing I feel. There's no turrets taken down from either of these 2 teams so far.
Yeah, very disciplined from both these teams, at least when it comes to protecting their structures, lane swapping the lanes as well. Super Igorka sent down below for the turtle fight earlier. They didn't want to contest. And at least when it comes to the macro, it's great for Virtus.Pro, right? They have been on the back foot for the most part of the trades, but they know what to do. Here, bad caught.
Oh, bad caught. There's the AOG as well, but will not knock up any single member. Spober tries to go for GPay, but on the other side of the map, Yumes is the one taken down. SOD will be landing onto Stormy, and Innocent might just be the turnaround of Virtus.Pro. Innocent gets to take down one, but still, that's 3 members traded out by VP.
That might be the first win Virtus.Pro has found in this game in a pure team fight. Adore you!
Oh, the Phantom Execution, if that connected, I wonder how things would have changed. But just as we spoke about turrets, Virtus.Pro get the first one away from SRG-OG.
It was so close in the early game despite SRG's control over the neutral objective. 1,000 gold was all they had in the lead. And you can see with the team fight, despite it being also very messy from VP, you can see the targeting being all over the place. They managed to find the solution, and it was a big spear to land from Super Igorka. From down below, absolutely ridiculous accuracy from the young man from EECA. And now we've got a game. Both teams scale up pretty well. And both teams are playing for mid-game here, Brig.
That was a Firmness Moskov.
Firmness Moskov dealing damage. AOG!
AOG right in front of Crab. Oh, the flicker coming in as well from Bad Caught, immediately eliminating a single member from SRG before the turtle. Could this be a little different this time? Because VP, they're able to take a pick-off against SRG.
Wow. I'm really impressed by VP. The miscoordinations we saw early on, it seems like one fight and they're back together. This is their wildcard form in the final. Super Igorka picking up turns for free as they set up for the final turtle of the game. Pluto.
Oh, will Andoryu let go of this opportunity? Sekai still secures the objective, but Andoryu's unstoppable. Might just go for the kills. Sekai fortunately gets away, but still, VP, they're not letting up without a fight.
Trades have been so equal this time around. VP get a little bit more of value. 2-1, a turret, but SRG did get the turtle. So it's a +1 value for VP here. Super Igorka, though, is farming up to be a beast. Let's take a look at the items. Perfect timing. In-game equipment, it's not just the man in the gold lane, but it's the man, an import from the Philippines who's done amazing this game. Look at that lead. 1,000. Again, you have to remember, his purple buff got stolen. This hasn't been the best games when it comes to farm. Andoryu!
He's almost legendary. 6-0! Primal Wrath! Oh, not Primal Wrath, not just yet. It was the Phantom Execution. But somehow, Innocent still gets away, but not Kram! Oh my goodness.
Someone has to charge VP for fraud.
That was
in the wild card, this was not how they performed. They were messy. Yes, they were good, but now Andoryu's going 1v1.
Are they actually gonna? Okay.
Back to the point. They're not playing the way we expected them to. This is clean gaming for VP. Maybe the first few minutes, yes, that was the VP we expected. You know, miscomms happening, miscoordinations a little, small wins from SRG individually here and there. But it seems after the laning